We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jakari from Twisted Nightmare Gaming and Ellen in the Little Nightmare Network, and I'm back at you with a deck profile. Well, it's kind of self-explanatory when you see the alternate art of Eldlich on there. What deck I'm doing? I'm going to go ahead and get straight into it. I may talk about some different extra deck monsters that you could play in here in exchange for some of the ones that I am playing to help get over the hump with some of the other games. But my list is relatively cut and dry. I have not really changed it too much. Starting with 3 copies of Mr. Dead Bodies Everywhere himself, the alternate art Eldlich. 3 Cursed Eldlin. And yes, I did relatively separate these from Eldlich related spells and traps to everything else. So one black, white, and this is where the first change would be made. You can honestly cut one of the whites, play a third scarlet. I'm playing 2 whites and 2 scarlet simply because I couldn't find my third scarlet at the time of me rebuilding the deck. It works. It does what it needs to do. 9 times out of 10 the second white gets sent for Eldlich Graveyard effect anyways. I really only activate 1 white anyways. Two Conquistador. Realistically, you could probably should be playing 3, but I, again, much like the Scarlet, couldn't find my third Conquistador. 1 Golden Land Forever, and then you could up this to 2 if you want to cut this, but I don't really have any major activation negations in this deck in the main, so I would probably err on the side of playing at least one of these. So, you know, we're not at conventional ratios for Eldlich. Truth be told, you could cut one of the Eldlins because of how small of an Eldlich engine, Eldlich core we're playing. And now to hand traps. 3 Bell. My fault. 3 Veiler. And 3 Ghost Bell. And then the only other monster in the main is 2 Golem. If you want to up it to 3 Golem, go for it. If you want to change the effect, the hand traps, go for it. This is just what works for me. Yes, all of these are, almost every card in here except for the secrets for Eldlich and the Cursed Eldlin are Rarity Collection, Altis, PC, and PCRs. And this one. 1 Ghost Fusion. 3 Prosperity. 3 Talents. Again, like I said, you see more spells in my builds normally than most people's. Most people try to keep it to 2 Cursed Eldlins and maybe Cosmics, or what else? triple tax or prosperities if they have no use for their extra deck. So, and then into the traps, 3 punishment, 3 main deck evenly, 3 imperm, 3 IDP. And if it bugs you that I'm using PCRs and the ultis from Rarity Collection, I don't care. I have other rarities in here too. Hell, this was probably gonna bug the shit out of people. I have 3 different printings of skill drain in the main. Look, the main monster you summon in this damn deck on your side is Eldlich anyways, so you're not really worried about a lot of things in this world. You're not really looking to play all that fair. And then so 3 summon limit, 2 transmigration prophecies. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. The reason why the transmigration prophecies are in here is if I have not banished all resources for the elixirs and the golden lands, I can always recycle 1, and then if another one of these is in the grave, recycle the second one. 1 prevents me from decking out if I get to that point where I'm running low. And 2, I could always do 1 from my opponent's grave. Like, say I'm playing against Fire Kings and something's going to trigger the special summon itself. I can go, cool, Transmigration Prophecy, do the monster that's trying to special itself, and if another one of these is in the grave or something else that I need out of mine, special put both of those back into the respective decks. So that's it for the main. I don't remember how many cards it is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I do. For the extra deck, it's 2 Entis. One of your 2 Ghost Fusion targets alongside a Garua. And then everything else, I'd say, not even everything else. These last 2, you will never summon. They're usually either banished off of prosperity or used for punishment targets. And that's 2 quintets. The remaining cards in this extra deck can be just about anything. 1 Savior, 1 IP, 1 Unicorn, 1 Avermax, 1 Yukiona, 1 Sucker, Zeus, Gustav, Leaf, and Leap. Come on now, everybody knows why these 2 are in here. Those are probably the main ones you summon in this deck. Zeus is kind of that last one to go on top of these if you really need it, if you got to go that far. Sucker, since you're really only special summoning, if you do white, then this will trigger, but most of the time this is being banished off of prosperity. If you actually got to get to a point where you're needing to clear field, you can always do the Conquistadors and the Vaqueros and an Eldlich. You're probably only ever summoning this, so you go using IP and probably either Sucker or Savior. Same thing with this. IP is IP, and Savior, In all actuality, if you summon Savior and then go into battle without skill drain on field, of course, you can always dump an Eldlich, and then your opponent's monster loses attack equal to the star level times what? It's 200. So they'd lose 2k off rip. That's the main reason why this is in here. So at any given time, you're probably going to banish off of the prosperities. Oh shit! I just dropped into zero. All right, so for the prosperity targets, which are the same as your punishment targets, really just depends on what you want to save and what you want to use for the prosperities. Almost anything can be used for anything at this point, because those are 3k and 4k respectively. 25, 38, 15. That's if you just need to if you need to hit it for punishment, something small. 45s, and then everything else over here is 22 and 3k and 24. So it varies on what you want to use as punishment targets, what you want to use for prosperity. Just whatever your flavor. The reason why I don't put I have SP. The reason why I don't play SP in here is because it's kind of not needed, because your extra deck kind of just resources to dig into your deck or to get rid of stuff off of your opponent's side of the field. So, but folks, let me know what you think. It's been your boy Jakari for Twisted Hammer Gaming, signing off until the next video. I will catch you guys later. After the fact, Jakari here. I forgot to mention some things you could always switch out if need be when it comes to the extra deck, because you're not going into it super often, and you have to hard draw the Ghost Fusion in here, because I actually took the monster that's related to Ghost Fusion, the little level 3. I took it out of here. Truth be told, if you don't want to play Ghost Fusion in here, you don't have to. Then Mad Golden Lord and Garua just become punishment targets, or you could take out the Mad Golden Lord, put really anything. You could put Malong in here, Golden Cloud Beast Malong. You could put Underworld Goddess. You can put SP if you really want to put an SP in here. It's really up to you. If you really want to go down that line, go for it. You don't have to play the Yuki-Onni. You don't have to play the Sucker. I just put them in here because they're related to zombies, and hell, I can always summon them. It's not the hardest thing in the world to summon them in this deck. Because a Bell, and actually you could put synchros in here, because the level 5 normals from the trap monsters, them plus a Ghost Bell is level 8 synchro right there. So you could realistically, if you wanted to, play any level 8 synchro, or you could, if you want to, you could play the level 8 zombie one, the Skeletal Dragon Felgrand. I would advise against playing the... Oh, you could also go into off of using the Veiler and one of the level 5s. You can go into Immortal Zombie, the Immortal Dragon, the level 6, and then dump an Eldlich if you need to. So, You're really doing that for the dough. Again, you could cut whatever you'd like. I would highly advise you keep these three and honest truth, any combination of 3 out of those 4. The rest of these are either punishment or prosperity targets. So, but that's it, folks. I had to come back and just because I forgot to actually talk about it prior. So I'm out. Catch you guys on the next one.